Well, hello and welcome to Knife Delights. It's time for a 2 for Tuesday, that easy open tag that I encourage all channels to participate in. Hey, just grab a couple of knives and talk about them. Well, for today's 2 for Tuesday, I wanted to show you real quick a couple of projects that I'm working on that will be probably future 2 for Tuesdays. I got a couple of Boy Scout knives, one Boy Scout and one Cub Scout knife here. And my big brother gave me these, and he says, Tom, I want to help you support your channel. He says, why don't you give those two away? Those are duplicate knives that I have from my Scout collection. So why don't you just hold a giveaway and give those away? So I'm going to work on cleaning these up just a little bit, getting them in better shape. And in the future, sometime here, we will be holding a giveaway on these two Scout knives. So there's one 2 for Tuesday coming up probably. And another project I'm working on right now is I have a pair of Hobo knives. And just to show you here, I took the shell covers off. They were fully covered with rust. And I actually took the actual cover off of the shell cover. Took the little rivets out so I could get underneath here and really clean them good. I'm in the process of trying to find some replacement rivets so I can rivet these back on. So that's another project that will be upcoming. So another 2 for Tuesday featuring my Hobo knives after I get them all cleaned up. Okay, in the meantime, since I'm running out of time and I couldn't finish these projects in time for Tuesday, I've got a little compilation of some of my buck knives here that I'll share with you. I've done full video reviews, so I'll grab 2 or 3 minutes out of each one of these videos, so enjoy. And until next time, have a very delightful day. So, we have here the Buck 505 Night. Now, why talk about two of the same model? Well, there are some distinct differences in these knives. So the 505 Night was first introduced in 1978. And on one of the spec sheets, I saw that as of September 2003, there was 495,000 of these made. So with the 500 series of knives, the inlays here, when they first started, they used red buccarta, or micarta, but they called it buccarta until 1981. And then after that, they used resin-impregnated brown birch. And then, at some point, they switched to rosewood. Now, the bolsters were stainless steel until about 2000, and then they switched to nickel silver. Now, the frame length is 2.75 inches and a blade length of 1.88 inches. The blade style is a drop point. Now the blade steel was 440C until 1982, 426M until 1994, and then 428C from then on. And there's been a lot of different special editions of the 505 and throughout the years, and a lot of times they paired them up with a Buck 110. Well, anyway, what we have here today, we have the Buck Small Pursuit number 658, and it's in the Select series, meaning it's got the 420HC blade steel. And we also have the Bucklite Max Small, and again, Small Pursuit Bucklite Max Small, and this is number 673. And the great thing is they're both made in the good old USA. So let's just get them out of the sheaths here, and we'll take a look at these beauties. Now, unfortunately, the Bucklite I don't believe is in production any longer, but I do know I was in a retail store here just a few weeks ago, and I know they had 1 or 2 in stock yet. So it is still possible to pick one of these up in the right places. And of course, the Pursuit series is still in production. And before I forget, this is the Select series with 420HC Boss heat treatment. However, they do have the Pro series, which is S35 VA blade steel. And they come with, I think it's orange and black. And with the Pursuit series, what is neat is you have the small and the large in the Select. You have the small and the large in the Pro. And then you have folding Pursuits, small and large, both in Select, and then small and large in the Pro. So in the whole Pursuit series, you have lots of options. I've long wanted to get one of the folding Pursuits. I just think it's a fantastic knife. Now, depending on what your definition of budget is, this would be high-end budget, I guess. It comes, you're going to pay around $60 probably or so for this one. This one, I think I paid at a big box store, I think I paid $22 or $23 for. So this is more in the budget category. So what we got on the table here today is the Buck 301 Stockman, and I'm going to compare it with the Buck 701 Bronco. Now the Bronco was formerly named the Mustang. So the 701 Bronco, and this happens to be made in 1999. But the Bronco was first introduced in the 1982 catalog. Now, of the 700 series knives, the 5 of them, the 703 Colt was introduced first in the 1979 catalog. And it was a medium Stockman. But the catalog's product description was as follows: a totally new concept, stronger, heftier, and have more body. Stainless steel bolsters and liners, rust-resistant springs, hollow ground blades, handle inserts are birchwood, chemically treated to protect natural wood grain beauty. So that is the 701. And Buck's current full-size Stockman is the 301 Stockman, and this one was made in 2017. Now, Buck started with the 301 Stockman pattern. It was first contracted in 1966, and they contracted with Schrade. After a couple of years, they switched the contract to Camillus. Buck took over manufacturing of these knives in 1986. The current website description is traditional, convenient, and multi-purpose. The Stockman pocket knife is the largest three-bladed knife available from Buck. The clip point blade is good for detail work. The spay blade is perfect for skinning or sweeping knife strokes. And the sheep's foot blade is perfect for giving a clean cut, especially on a flat cutting surface. Buck Folding Alpha Hunters. Now they are two different models. One is the Model 279. Got that great drop point blade right there. And we have this one here, the Model 278. Basically the same knife, only it has a gut hook. This knife on the left is a very, very special knife. Patty's Potato Peeler sent me this knife. He said he had bought it and used it, but he hasn't used it in years, and he sent it to me because I'm a Buck collector. So Patty, once again, thank you so much for sending me this knife. Now, he did say that he sent it to me so I could clean it up. Well, I like doing cleanup videos, and I've done several of them here the last few days. So I just thought this would be a good time. Let's take these covers off. And it is some sort of a rubberized material. The material has changed over the years. So let's just do us a cleanup here. I've never taken the handles off of one. Well, looky there. Yep. And I did pre-loosen these screws before I turned the camera on. And there we have it. These are the covers. Yep. And then we can see what the knife looks like. It's a nice stainless steel frame. Of course, 420 HC with the Boss heat treatment on the blade there.